Sunday. We're going to Clifton. Clifton High School. We're going to do outside today because it's going to be like...
It's cold.
Well, it's cold right now,
but
yeah.
If you dress properly, it's workable.
Well, it's going to push up to 45
at 3 o'clock.
But with the sun out, it'll definitely feel warmer.
Packing.
Yeah, with the sun out, it'll feel warmer, though,
if
for
the
sure.
sun comes out.
It said it was going to be sunny today.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the reason we're doing outside, even though it's kind of chilly, is because inside is a lot more work, less space, and we don't get to leave like as early as we like. You know, it takes like an extra hour to set up sometimes, and an extra hour to break down. You know, like...
Because you have to carry everything in and out.
Yeah, when I set up outside, I can start packing at 3. When I set up inside, I start, or 3:30, you know. When I set up inside, I got to start packing at 2:30, yeah. But we may pack early anyway. It's like, who cares?
It depends on how.
Yeah, Clifton doesn't get great at the end of the day. You know, Clifton's one of the ones that it's usually a little slower for us. Better in the morning, for sure. Yeah. So again, it'll be cold today, but you think more people come? Like yesterday was pretty brutal at the Meadowlands, so probably.
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I figured maybe Sal will come.
I didn't notice. Well, Sal will probably do it.
Yeah.
He needs money.
Yeah.
So.
He basically, more than that, he needs to get rid of stuff. He's going to be moving.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, that's what we're doing. We're going to Clifton. I'll show the parking lot. Maybe we'll find a couple of things possible, right?
Yeah.
Never know.
Never know.
Never know. That's what we're doing today. So we're on the way. Bye. So what did you get?
This is gold filled. I overpaid. I thought it was silver with gold plating, but it's...
Well, you know what? Just put it online and get your money back.
This is a Nora.
Okay.
Oh, that's real
Is it
pearls.
pronounced Honora or Honora?
I don't know.
Okay.
And this is a seed
Did
pearl.
you pay much for that?
I paid 10 for that.
That's pretty good. This is seed pearl or glass?
The seed glass.
Seed glass.
Seed bead glass.
This is a really nice set.
I paid $5.
Is that like morning jewelry or?
No, it's not that old.
Oh yeah, because like, see, I see the thing on the earrings. Oh, it's still nice. You know?
I'm upset by this.
Hey, you know what? I'll show what I got. I only got one thing. Here, I'll show. Here, there I go. I bought this off of Ben.
Yeah, I saw that.
Nice. He only charged me $5, so you know, it was a good deal. But that's it. This is a Fenton cat, obviously. There's Fenton right there on the butt. And I paid
I just
$5.
thought you wouldn't pay that much.
No, I'll put it online for 25 or 30 or so. So, hey Gus, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
All right, that's everything I got. All right, let's just do this. I got these buttons, 50 cents a piece, 2 for $1, basically. These are really sweet.
Yeah,
looking.
these are nice.
Yeah, he has more.
These
but
are missing some of their paint. But
yeah, whatever. These are, I mean, they're carved either old plastic Bakelite.
they might be Bakelite.
Now you had more over there if you want to go look, but I took the best ones, right across. Yeah, this stuff. AJ's going, do you buy this stuff? I'm like, no, I was with you. Here's AJ's find today. Now my finds are different because who's that? Let me see. That's Judy Garland. Yeah, that's a real Judy Garland.
Would be worth anything?
No.
I'm guessing these are Tonkas.
Yeah, those look like Tonkas. I mean, yeah, if it were in a frame, not wrinkled, it was nicely framed.
Because they really think like I'm gonna spend more money.
No, you just go like.
Let's count.
You're not a framer.
They don't sell
Look, if I had that,
size frames.
I would
for
literally look that.
$20 anywhere.
I would look that up, but if I had that, I would expect $3 to $5 to be honest. I mean, you know, maybe I'm wrong. You know, maybe you want to look it up.
You guys like her.
Do they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They just adore her.
Did I? Who else did they like Liberace or?
Well, yeah.
Michael Douglas isn't gay. Kirk Douglas isn't gay. He's dead. Yeah, he did, sadly. All right, go ahead, AJ.
I'm just gonna
It's the idiotic conversation we have here. So you got some of these old Chinese dinosaurs?
They're not Chinese, they're Marx.
Oh, these are more. Oh, that's actually decent. I didn't even know she had this too. I would have told you about this if I saw it. So all of these are Marx?
Yeah, she had them in the bag, so they're like hidden.
I didn't see it. I told you.
I looked them up. They're all Marx.
Okay, good. So these are all Marx. I'm not going to assume they have a lot of value, but are they worth like 3 to 5 each?
It depends on the variants.
Okay. So all of these are Marx.
Not like this stupid shit, because this is marked 78. So like,
Yeah, whatever. You know, I mean, I guess if you were making a pile.
Yeah.
She didn't have this up. She had some toys last week, but she didn't.
Oh, that looks pretty cool.
Oh, well, that's probably good.
No. Does anybody want to buy it?
Store.
Mookie Wilson.
Does anybody want to buy it in the video?
Oh, anybody? Okay.
Yeah, out of the 30 people that
Anybody?
watch these,
Yeah, I get as much as 100. No, you're right. Lately, I don't know what's going on. Here it is, signed by Mookie Wilson
To Albert.
in 1982. Albert
in 1988.
in 1988. There's Mookie hitting a home run for the Mets.
Fly out.
All the Mookie fans. I thought Mookie was on that show, like on the beach, right? Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. Snooki.
Yeah.
All right, another Marx Dinosaur. Another Marx Dinosaur. Are there repeats here?
Maybe different colors.
It was probably a set.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is this? Is this who makes this?
It's on the bottom. I couldn't read it.
Got my glasses on, but here I'll just zoom in and. Yeah. Okay, that's from the 70s. Here's a horse. It looks like these are the same. Whatever that one is the other. This must be Marx too.
Yeah. Oh, this I took by accident, but whatever.
But it's probably Marx. It might go with like one of the horses. Probably not though. Here's another horse. So you have 3 of those horses. You got a dog. Let's see who makes this.
Yeah, that was cool. That one. When I saw that, I was like, oh.
Do you like the dog?
Yeah.
Oh, these are cool. Just old toys. You said this is Tonka, right?
Yeah.
What's this? This guy can't turn his head. Oh, there it goes. Is that Tonka too? Where's the thing he's supposed to be holding?
I just took it because I have somebody who buys Smurfs now.
Okay. Oh, is this Marx too?
No.
These are astronauts?
No, somebody else.
Okay. More Tonkas, more Tonkas. Here's another Smurf. This. What that is. This more Tonka. More Tonka. Oh, and this one. These I know are Screamers. Did you find this one or no?
Yeah.
What's it worth? Like $10?
Yeah.
That's not bad. I have a bunch of these at home. You know that? I don't have this one though. I was like, hey, what's going on here, sexy?
It's vintage.
What are you thinking? Look at that.
Yeah.
Just swirl that around your lips.
Slinky.
Nick,
The
look.
guy that
What?
passed, his
Okay.
name was Lou.
Oh, there you go. Look, Nick. It's like swirling around his lips. Alright. Okay, so that's AJ's
So I did
pickup.
37.
No, it's fine. It's good stuff, AJ. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to go back to putting stuff out.
More purple, I thought.
Okay, try again. 2 belt buckles. This one ought to be worth like 20 to maybe, here, let me just focus on it.
And Michelle checked
20 to 35. So it's not pristine. It's okay, a little worn. I might put it on eBay. This one is like a wacky, it looks like a wacky King Kong. So I just like this one. What I had to do was make sure that this one was worth enough to pay for this one. And
every week.
nah, it's just easier. If I would have went inside and only made like what I'm making today, I would have like killed myself. Special Items Inc. This is the last show, folks, because I'm killing myself. Special Items Inc. 1976, New York, New York. Actually, it's early though. I still have time to make money, so I'm not going to kill myself. High five. High five. All right. All right, I'm literally going to be at like one of the last ones out of here because I'm just taking my time. But it's funny, I just did a big deal with Ernest, my biggest deal of the day actually. He bought a bunch of wrestlers from me. He bought a bunch of Hot Wheels. I'm going to show my space after this. And it was the biggest deal of the day, but it was a very low dollar deal. But what do I care? He bought all my little Hot Wheels. And, he bought some Pops, AJ. I sold them at cost, which is fine. All right, anyway, let me show my space. Just imagine wrestlers here. I started packing. I was putting them away. In-package wrestlers. Loose wrestlers. What do I have here? Just more toys. This is my $3 2 for... Today I made it $3 2 for $5, except I also sold some for $2 to Ernest. And I thinned out mostly the Pops. The other stuff, not so much. Gave away some DVDs. I sold all the ponies to Ernest too, like $10. AJ. All my little ponies. Sold him a bunch of these, 2 for $1. You know what I mean? I've had these too long. So I think he needs some stock. So I just said 2 for $1. My CDs. Let's see. And then I'll go over here. So basically what I did was I put the black folding table, 2 of the non-folding tables there, 2 non-fold tables here, 2 of my big tables there, 2 of my small folding tables here. Here's all the wrestlers I had. I didn't, believe it or not, I didn't sell any of that stuff today. I sold 2 of the Tonka trucks, got $10 a piece, so $20, which paid for everything I bought from that bucket. Not that I'm getting rich. There's my video games. Here, I'll start over here. I'll show Marie's jewelry. Marie's jewelry. Okay. I know she made some money on jewelry today, but today kind of sucked. I made one of my biggest sales was to just someone who was buying. Here's AJ. I said, AJ, you know what? Why don't he came by? He said, hey, want to put out some of the He-Man stuff? I will, because people will come and they'll say, oh, you buy this stuff, and I'll tell them, yes, I do. And then AJ and I can buy more He-Man stuff. When they see that we have it, we're interested in it, we sell it. I do see a lot of people at the flea markets. They do come, so it's just a great way to advertise that we buy that kind of stuff. Marie's jewelry, these video games, and this. The games I have in here aren't really moving very well, but I don't really mind because it's the same thing. I have video games here. People say, oh, you buy video games? And I say, I do. More video games, Blu-rays. I don't think I sold hardly any Blu-rays today. Today, like I said, wasn't the best day in the world. It wasn't horrible, but it was a little bit above pretty. Like I say, it was way above horrible. It was way below. It was kind of like, maybe I should have stayed home. if there's a chart, horrible, maybe I should have stayed home. Okay, not so bad, pretty good. I would say maybe I should have stayed home. All right, anyway, that's everything I got. That's my space today. And I got to start putting this stuff back in the car. All right, end of the day. We're heading home. We didn't do horrible, right? If there's a scale, say horrible, bad, kind of bad, okay, pretty good, and good. How would you say we did today?
Horrible.
Oh, really? I would say kind of bad. I've done horrible. Horrible is like, almost nothing. But kind of bad, it's a little below okay. There's definitely a range with kind of bad. Horrible is just horrible. So I'm going to say kind of bad. Marie says horrible. We might have done better than you think we did. Or maybe not. I don't know. Anything interesting happened to you today?
No, I didn't sell much stuff.
No? Nobody giving you a hard time, bust your ball, whatever? For me, I had the one where I went over to another vendor I know and I said, hey, how much are the buttons, right? Because he had buttons. So I expected him to say this much for the whole tent, like maybe $10 or that's what people normally do. But he was like 50 cents a button. I'm like, oh. I'm like, okay. So I bought $4 worth of buttons, right? Now there was some jealous guy next to me that was paying attention to what I was doing, right? So after I buy the buttons, he goes to the guy that sold me the buttons, who I know, and he's like, you sold those buttons for too cheap, right?
Those buttons are worth money.
They're worth more money. They're old, right? And maybe they are. But the thing is, that's what someone does when they're
They
a
missed
big
out.
freaking jealous baby who missed out, right? And because now it's like you get the vendor mad, and like you would. Okay, here's the whole thing. It's very hypocritical when you do that, because if he had seen the buttons, right?
He wouldn't have said anything.
No, I would have bought them for 50 cents each, and would have been like,
oh, okay.
yeah, here you go, here you go, here, I bought $4, right? Here you go, and he would have ran away, right? No, because he's a big, jealous, jerky baby, and that's we talk about how that happened with video games, right? We're going to Dunkin' Donuts, but I'm gonna finish the story. We talk about how that happened with video games. All of a sudden, like, it's a bidding war at the table, and the vendor's like, huh? What? I must be selling these too cheap. I better look them up. And they're easy to look up, and they did. And now they're expensive, right? So anyway, the guys got all pissy, jealous. Oh, you sold those too cheap.
And then when I went back to look at the buttons again, I was informed that now the buttons were $3 each.
And I'm like, nah.
I was like, what? I was like, dude, like,
that guy's
why
screwing
are they
with you.
$3 each? And he said, oh, well, somebody told me I'm selling them too cheap. And then the buttons that were in there were old and dirty and corroded.
Yeah.
Because even the buttons you got, the
you
metal
gotta
parts
clean them.
were
Yeah, you gotta clean them. Yeah.
They were dirty. The paint was scratched off some of them.
No, they're good
So
buttons,
it's
but you
like-
gotta clean them.
It's like, you know, and then he's telling me how somebody told him
I was gonna
that
buy
they're
more.
worth much more money and
Yeah.
you should. I said, you know, listen. The guy only said that because he was jealous that he didn't get them.
Right.
He wanted to make you feel bad
Right.
for selling them what that he felt was too cheap.
Yeah.
But I said, meanwhile, if he had gotten there first, he wouldn't have said, "Oh, wait a minute, you're
Let
charging
me pay
too
you
little.
more money.
Let me pay you more money." He's not going to do
I'm
that.
going to give you the fair price. Now, whenever you
So
get old
now
buttons, bring
the
them
poor
to
guy's
me.
going to be with a box of buttons, not worth what he's trying to, and he's not going to sell them.
I literally would have given him like 10, if he had said $10, or maybe if I was like
no,
feeling
that's
wacky.
too much.
No, I would have given him $10 for sure. But maybe 12, you know, to push it. Because there were other interesting buttons there. You could have just sold the rest of them for like, I don't know, 15.
No, there was a lot of broken buttons.
No, I
in
know,
there.
I know, I know.
There was a lot of, because it was interesting.
So the
but
guy
it was
wasn't done yet, right? So I was looking, okay, all day it's hard for me to, I talk about this, it's hard for me to look at stuff, right?
when you're trying to set up.
Because I'm setting up. So it's like I went to look at the buckles, right? And every time I tried to look at the buckles, I had to help somebody. So, you know, so I wound up buying 2 buckles. But the thing was, I wanted to look at the other buckles. So the guy who was looking at the buckles comes over to AJ, right? And he goes, ha, I bought all these buckles, right? And I know it's the same guy, right? But I didn't see the guy, saw him from the back. But you know, now I know that guy is a jerk. So when he wants to buy something,
Point them out to me.
I don't know. I can barely read. AJ will know him. But now I know that guy's a jerk. So when he wants to buy something from me, oh, I hear you pay the most for buttons and buckles and stuff. So you're going to pay a lot, you know, because I'm a vendor. You know he's going to want to buy stuff off of me. So he's screwing my deal, being a dick. Yeah, AJ will point him out or whatever. I wish AJ would take a picture. You know, I didn't know he did that. You know what I mean? But AJ said he came over, and then Ernest said they was doing that, so I didn't know. But now, when he wants to buy something from me, he's the guy that pays the most, right? Because everybody sells stuff too cheap. So I'll make sure he pays the right price, you know? And that's
No, then he'll be pissed
and that's
at
what
you that you're
happened.
Too expensive.
Too bad. You know, then he'll be like, then he'll think twice. I'll tell him. I'll say like, oh yeah, you're the guy that was that got Ernest pissed off at me. You know, saying that he sold stuff too cheap. So guess what? You know, I don't really know if I want to sell to you so much. You know, I'll tell him. I don't care. I'll tell him in a way that like he'll get it. He's like, oh yeah, I remember like when you were the one that said that you paid all this for the buns. So you know, and the buckles. So here, okay, then pay me this much, right? Since you paid so much. But whatever, I don't care. Anyway, I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts. That was my story for the day. No story for you? Nothing? All right, let me go get the donut, or the coffee. You want a donut while I'm here? No.
No, I just
Okay, all right. Bye.